Hey guys, Tyler here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Today spawning in the north we have VonIvan playing as US forces and his loadout is infantry company. Straight away locking in heavy cav, there you go. Teaming up with him is of course BaoLiang. Playing as the Brits and his loadout is Vanguard, Commandos and Royal Engineers. Facing off against them in the south we have insane Deliri0us. Playing as OKW and his loadout is Grand Offensive, Special Operations and Breakthrough. Finally we have Itaperuna playing as OKW as well, who has Spec Ops, Grand Offensive, looking at Spec Ops, there you go. So yeah, there's a lot of teams trying to practice up for the 2v2 Masters Cup. I forgot to mention ranks. Deliri0us and Itaperuna around rank 50, Axis arranged team. Not sure with Von and Bao. I'm sure it's probably pretty high. But yeah, everyone's practicing up for the 2v2 Masters Cup, which is going on at the moment. There we go. Bao trying to get onto the Axis fuel. They're denied by the Stern Pioneers. I was going to say that on this map, I think heavy cavalry is like pretty decent. There are a lot of these like angles where you can hide from the Axis heavy tank destroyers such as the Elephant and whatnot, but not going to be relevant in this game, being the commanders we're seeing here, but pretty good choice on this map. Stern Pioneers closing the distance here, take quite a lot of damage on approach, but refusing to drop models. There they go now. I don't think they were in cover, it looks like maybe they're on the wrong side of the bush. She's meanwhile trying to hold the line, finding this 2v1 behind the superior cover. Looks like maybe two of the models weren't in cover there though, they got picked off pretty quickly. On the other side of the map though, Itaperuna locking down the fuel. Locking VonIvan out. So he's going to gather his riflemen, push in all at once. Good choice, trying to go in one more squad at a time, not going to be too effective. Speaking of pushing in all at once, now doing that onto the Axis fuel. He's lost a little bit of health on these sections though. It looks like he's gone for a universal carrier. His fourth unit. Straight away upgrading it with a machine gun. Do have some Fusiliers here, so he has to respect them. They're going to have the snare straight out of the box. Looks like Von actually trying to come in for a flank on these squads rather than charging straight into the heavy cover positions, and it's working out nicely for him. Might be able to get a wipe here with all these riflemen on retreat, and does. Nicely done by Von. Now in between a couple squads here, starting a slightly sticky situation. Has to retreat, but you know, got a wipe. Didn't manage to regain the territory, however, but we'll be happy with the wipe at the very least. But that does mean the Axis have had superior fuel control to this point. Vastly superior.
Supply hub Keta is ready for orders.
Reconnecting their cutoff now though, but this fuel has been connected for a very long time for the Axis. It's like Von's gone for the Lieutenant, and you know, because he is so low on fuel, definitely safe to go for a 50 cal here, nowhere near fuel for the Stewart. Reversal carrier for Bao, switching sides. We do actually have a Raketen out for Deliri0us as well. Sometimes you can go without, you know, going for a Fusilier strap since you have the AT grenades, but it's just going to go for the Raketen. It does leave one squad down on the field. Could be an issue. But as you can see, the Axis have got off to a really strong start. Bao did have that good push earlier down here, but VonIvan has been stonewalled out of this fuel. Starting to regain that territory now. Going for an ambulance now as well. He's got a lot of low health squads. Understandable, good choice. Bao, meanwhile, has gone for the 5-man upgrade. Pushing back onto the battlefield strongly. Gonna go assist his teammate now rather than trying to split. Oh, and Rakitten is there. Nice positioning on that for Deliri0us. Knocks out the UC.
HQ operations now underway.
Now pushing aggressively. Looks like maybe he's going to make a play for the Axis cutoff. Charging forwards like this. Tommy's not the best on the move, but has power in numbers. So the grenade goes in. Pretty well dodged. Looks like maybe 1 or 2 moles still standing in it though.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Meanwhile, has been pushing out nicely on that side of the map, finally getting some territory on that left-hand side under control.
Stocks of better grenades are being made available. Our supply line's broken.
Well, the squad behind here, looking for some cut-off action. Do have VonIvan's lieutenant actually branching out to the far right-hand side. This 5-man section starting to bully Fox Grenadiers now. Here comes the looks. Ooh. Okay, a little bit slow to the chase. The rifleman will be able to get away unless he goes really aggressively forwards.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And I hear Bao, yeah, he has tick grenades. Threw one at the Stern Pioneer there. Oh, and now actually nice positioning from Itaperuna, coming over to the other side of the map looking the wipe on this section and gets it. Good awareness what's happening on his teammate's side of the map there. Looks getting busy, doing some good damage. And I've been starting with the Stuart now, but because of the low fuel control so far this match, it's going to come in a pretty late timing. Looks in here doing some big damage. Bao started on the AT gun, but not here quite yet. Looks like the Stern Pioneer's going to snake around this MG here. Force that off as well. Lieutenant far out on this other side. Not in connected territory, can't upgrade with the bazooka either. Might be a good chance to look at the KD at the moment. Oh, surprisingly even.
Just got cut off.
It might be a little bit more lopsided against the allies.
Commanders, be advised. Ability now ready.
Oh, so slightly late retreat on Stern Pioneers, but they get away in time. And that looks spinning out some really good damage here. Here comes the Stuart, but here comes the Rakitten as well. Oh, not moving camouflage though. Another 5-man Tommy blob, but the MG's there to suppress it. Bao spreading out, trying to avoid getting all his squad suppressed at once. Does have the grenades, but not throwing them here. Ends up getting suppressed, reducing the range. No longer in range to lob them off. But there we go. Throws one of that squad. Decent damage. What's this AT gun at? Oh, it's backed off quite far.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Stuart making some headway. Might go for a wipe. Oh. Oh yes, he is going for the wipe. Here comes a Puma. Oh, and he hits that mine that we saw being planted earlier. And that's going to be a dead Stuart. Didn't even need to Faust it there. AT gun for Bao in a decent position here. It's a couple hits in, but either way, disastrous engagement for the allies, losing the Stuart, not getting the wipe in response. Really struggling for map control right now.
A capture point is being overrun.
I was going to say VonIvan loses lieutenant. Looks like it made it home safe. MG's still in the same position here. Bao trying to dodge around to the right now to evade. Looks like Deliri0us, having gone for the battle group, now ready to put down the tech structure. Going to try to put it on this cutoff here, which should lock out the allies even further. Oh, this could be a wipe though. Nice grenade by Bao.
Enemy movement! On the flank! HQ here. Receiving effective
And he gets the steal on that as well. Good pickup. Speaking of good pickups, VonIvan can outposition this MG as well. And we're actually seeing a rear sight here. VonIvan going for the Rangers with 3 bazookas. Should be very effective against the allied light vehicles. Quite mobile on a map like this as well, with so many shot blockers and sight blockers. Which can be hard to position AT guns, you know, on the flanks and around all these hedges. The Rangers should be able to charge forwards and do a lot of damage. You know, if they land all their shots, we'll do 300 damage in one burst. Now getting out positioned here, 2v1s, struggling for control. Coming over to assist now, but Allies really struggling. Axis swarming forwards. Decrew one of the AT guns now. VonIvan looking for the kill on these Axis light vehicles in response. Oh no, 50 cal getting out positioned. Let's retreat in time to save the day though. Even though this did get decrewed, didn't get salvaged or destroyed, so all was not lost for the Allies, and they have had pretty secure control on this left-hand VP for some time. Despite continuously losing control of the fuel or the cut-off. But yeah, losing that Stuart early without doing much damage, really hurting the Allies in this phase of the game. Now should be pretty close to ticking up, however. Looks like he's just diverting all manpower into units right now to try and steady the ship. Worry about ticking later. Losing control of this VP are the Allies. Double MGs locking them out in the middle as well. Looks like VonIvan going to take that decrewed AT gun. So he's gone for Lieutenant tier, won't have access to M1, so it's good teamwork there. And Bao actually finding time to come down and harass the Axis fuel here. The path of least resistance, charging into these machine guns, not netting many results. Nice attack ground action through the hedge from Bao as well. Some good hits on these Axis light vehicles. Doing a lot of damage to them, in fact. And he actually kills the looks outright there. Meanwhile, VonIvan shutting down this push, but did manage to neutralize the fuel once more. Oh, good grenade.
And we are down to 300 points.
Slightly late retreat. That's for now. Once again, VonIvan branching out to this VP, just trying to relieve the pressure. And a walking Stuka. Evasion by the Allies. Doesn't hit too much. One kill. But they have continuously lost control of their fuel point. Usually with this strategy, you know, you might go for the captain into Pershing, but at this rate, maybe VonIvan might just have to go straight for the Pershing. Not even get that extra squad from the captain. And here's the first medium tank for Deliri0us. Being upgraded with the Panzer Commander. Not going to have the machine gun. Nice, have been fighting back decently over this period, but still struggling for territory control.
Commander abilities ready.
Trash grenades there. Doing some good damage to Bao's units. Looks like he may return fire with a grenade of his own though. And here come the Rangers. Looks like 2 of the bazookas connecting there. Starting to get some bars on the rifleman as well now. 234 in a nice position to shut down this cut-off harassment. What was this squad doing? Going for a really deep flank. Okay, Rangers coming forwards again. Ooh, all 3 bazookas connecting with the Puma. Pops the smoke to try and escape, and walking Stuka targeting. So maybe VonIvan thought was targeting these squads. Here's the retreat. Targeting team weapons in the back. Did that destroy? Oh, it looks like that outright destroyed Bao's stolen MG34. Now Bao has got his Cromwell out. Gonna have to be very careful with his 6-pounder positioning. Gonna need it to assist against the Panzer IV. There we go, that mine finally going off. And we're getting busy in the middle. VP pressure is on the Allies right now. Comes Panzer IV going Cromwell hunting, but the M1 is right there, or 6-pounder rather. So now closing the distance for a grenade perhaps here. Getting some good snipes on the gunner, forcing the retreat. And come the Volksgrenadiers from the flank though. VonIvan's got a couple of units to shut this down. Throwing a grenade into the gap preemptively, but doesn't connect. Oh man, the Cromwell getting in there for some big damage. 2 huge hits there. Might be able to get a wipe on the back of this. It's going in for the kill. This is risky though. Raketen right there. So is the Panzer IV. Raketen unable to connect. Maybe he's having his sight blocked by those hedges. Cromwell escapes and they do get the wipe. Now Allies finally feel like maybe they're on firm ground. Controlled 2 VPs, haven't lost their cutoff for a wee while. Stuka ready to fire again though. Here it comes. Flares up as well. AT gun down. Overall, very good barrage. Also took up quite a lot of Royal Engineers. 16 kills now. 3 barrages. Oh, Raketen pushing all the way forwards. And Axis potentially going for a steal on the 6-pounder here. Yeah, there's VonIvan's troops coming out of base now, but looks like the 6-pounder is going to be stolen. Oh, but a Raketen actually got decrewed over here, the one that was all the way forwards. And the Cromwell going to try to stop the 6-pounder from being stolen. Puma coming over to stop the Cromwell in response. Axis smoking off the Raketen, unable to regather it before it gets destroyed. Close call. And escapes bouncing that Puma shot. These MG34s locking the Allies out of the middle. Double grenade, so actually destroys the MG outright. So he hadn't repaired it for some time. Heated infantry fighting in the middle. I was picking up a couple scalps. And the Rangers now fighting Panzer IV. Doing some big damage. You can see those elite bazookas making those hits count. Ooh, 6-pounder in some trouble here. 50 cal gets the suppression in, however. But yeah, those Rangers with bazookas, not to be underestimated. Got extra penetration and damage compared to the regular bazooka.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. Outstanding barrage there. Knocks out the rear echelon. Almost takes care of the 50 cal as well. I reckon Stuka's been bleeding VonIvan hard. He hasn't really been dodging at all, I would say. MG once again causing the Allies issues through the centre. VonIvan using his munitions so aggressively though, you know, getting all these weapon upgrades and whatnot. He's been having trouble using off-map smoke. Comes some flames for Bao though.
Commanders, be advised. Ability now ready. Grab your shit. Combat unit ready for action.
And Allies once again draining on the triple cap. Bao getting so desperate, chucking a T-gun onto the capture point whilst he makes his assaults. And here's the command panther for Itaperuna. Surprised we haven't seen a grenade from Bao here onto that over squad. And yeah, has to abandon this assault. Resistance is too strong, but here comes the AVRE. Maybe he's going to try base. There we go. Nicely done by Bao. And here, oh, here comes the Pershing. Looks like he doesn't want to risk getting snared and going down to the AT gun, so going to allow the command panther to escape. But a big power spike here for the Allies, getting the AVRE and the Pershing in similar timing. They help them fight off the Axis. And good early wipe from Bao. He did a really good job, like not revealing the AVRE, and as the opportunity was running forwards, timing it. So he dodged pretty well with the AT gun there as well. But here comes the Tiger for Deliri0us. Can we upgrade this with the commander or with the machine gun? Tiger getting in here for some big damage. Comes the AVRE. Oh, no dodge. Itaperuna not paying enough attention there. Losing squad to the AVRE. Here comes Bao's infantry now. Going to try out maneuver this MG34. Going from multiple angles, out position it. Cromwell and Panzer IV trading in the rear. Command Panther going hunting. One more shot and the Pershing will go down. Oh, and it penetrates and connects long range. Lucky break for Itaperuna. AT gun also going down there. There's a Cromwell missing its first shot. Acting as a diversion, allowing the 6-pounder to be recrewed. Here comes the smoke for Deliri0us, well played. Grenades onto the AT gun. Decrew it though. AVRE chasing down infantry. They're about to run into the AT. Ivan losing the Pershing there, but Pretty close to affording another one. Just continually piling on pressure onto the victory points. Well, I'm actually investing in more bazookas, this time on riflemen. Oh man, this Tiger. Shrugging off those bazooka shots. Right here. Ooh, no dodge from Von. Mutually, yeah, assured treats there. VRE ready to fire. Doesn't want to send it forwards until it's full health now though. Facing down a Tiger, Command Panther, multiple AT guns. Even the AVRE with its high durability can go down quickly. VRE pops a shot off there. Hopes. Command Panther charging forwards. Going for the AVRE kill. This is extremely risky. Fortunately, Bao didn't charge forward, so no snare on the Command Panther there. Pulling in flames on the team weapons in the rear. This time actually getting some good damage on them. Bao now... Oh man, he's still on the charge. He really should have sent one of these engineers to go threaten the snare on the Panther. Chased off a little bit faster. VonIvan meanwhile charging forwards. He's got a lot of bazookas, but suffering a lot of bleed charging forwards like this. Maybe he's going for a base barrage for a second. Yeah, VonIvan's assault coming to a halt. He's got off to a pretty good start so far, I'd say. 14 kills already. Good armor against the bazookas, allowing him to stay in the fights. Now didn't end up losing the AVRE though, so that's good news for the Allies. It's about all I can say that's good news for them at the moment though. That and VonIvan very close to the next Pershing.
Ready and on the field.
Deliri0us with the double Raketens. His positioning is strong. Oh, that's the second walking stick, a fresh one. Ooh, last rocket knocking out a section there. That is brutal. Bao kind of like dodging indecisively and suffers the full impact. I hope VonIvan doesn't lose his second Pershing now. It would be devastating. And the tank commander artillery, but doesn't even need it. Tiger getting it done with a main gun. Down goes the AT gun now. Well, severely lacking in AT. Tiger taking full advantage, getting aggressive, getting some free hits in. VRE threatening. The Axis armor here just getting free kills. Allies charging forwards. Bleeding like crazy. Oh, we've got a Firefly in the back now though. Once again, Bao calling in the flames. The bazooka's actually doing some good damage here. And oh man, they all connect despite the squad being suppressed. That was kind of lucky. Oh, and they're still connecting despite the squad being suppressed. Oh, we went for an attack round there as well. Nice attempt. Here trying to force off the overs. Looks like Deliri0us going to replace that with a Panther now, the Destroy Panzer IV. Somehow this swarming aggression, mainly through VonIvan's bazookas coming down this flank, ended up pushing the Axis right the way back. Going to destroy the stolen 6-pounder potentially. Oh! Recruise it just before, look, the weapon health is on 0. Just before it went down to the bazookas. AVRE. Oh, doesn't avoid it. So, how did that survive? Weapon health was at 0. Axis coming out for another round. Let's have the repair upgrade on the mech truck there. Double walking Stuka is ready to fire again. Last couple of barrages weren't. I suppose actually the last barrages killed that section, but other than that I feel like they haven't been super effective. And here comes another one though. Back lines. Ooh. Killed, what was that, like 8 engineers?
Flame mortars can be called to attack enemy structures.
It's nasty. Bao's infantry as well. Ready to connect, however, here comes the Tiger. Likewise there to return fire. Grenade into the retreat, but here comes the Command Panther as well. And the regular Panther. Firefly in the back assisting. Bazookas snaring. And the Pershing doing some really good anti-infantry damage. Firefly hidden Vet 2 now, that's nice to see. VonIvan also branching out to the VP again. Oh, Puma coming in. Firefly in a little bit of trouble. Panther looking for the kill, but the smoke perhaps working against the Panther. Unable to see. And now the Pershing looking for the kill on the Panther. Oh, I think one more regular shot won't work. Maybe if he uses the... Oh, he doesn't have the munitions for the AP shot. Now he needs one more shot. Thanks to the awkward damage from the bazookas. Ooh, and it penetrates. Lucky break for VonIvan. Panther goes down. My Panther and Tiger looking for some revenge. One more shot and the Pershing will go down. And there it goes. It's Axis answering back. The elite bazookas though still doing some really good damage. Ooh, almost gets the Raketten but not quite. VonIvan just staying in the fight. A little smoke on this MG. Oh, he gets pinned. Smoke didn't quite work out there. Another nasty walking Stuka barrage. That one only just built it. I think maybe like 2 or 3 barrages in, 14 kills already. 33 on the other one. It's grenades, but outgunned here. Oh man, ends up wiping it. So much bleed for the Allies. Might be a good time to look at the KDs now. Look at VonIvan, 69 to 156. Yikes. Oh, target weak point. Firefly in some trouble. Command Panther going hunting. Has the extra sight. Blitzing forwards and refuses to miss. On the move, connecting. AVRE gets a shot in here, and the elite bazooka is spinning around the rear armor. Command Panther's going to go down in response now. Slightly clumsy play there from Itaperuna after a good assault. Tiger meanwhile chasing away squads on the other flank. AVRE coming forwards, ready to fire again. Maybe he's got a bit too bonus. Ooh, how did he get the Obers? I thought they were going to make it away on maybe 1 or 2 models, but Obers down there with Vet 2 as well. Here comes the Tiger from the other angle. The Axis are, the Allies rather, are hurting for anti-tank. Out the Firefly on the field, pushing down as well. Bell. Oh no, loses a section there. Allies though, after that horrible start, keeping things very competitive. Finding back well. And I feel like the attrition from these walking Stukas might be a little bit too much for ours to deal with right now. Maybe if that Firefly didn't go down, maybe if the Command Panther missed that killing blow earlier, we'd still be in a good position. Fresh Command Panther on the field already for Itaperuna. On the side. Another nasty walking Stuka barrage. 19 kills now, another 5. Another Firefly coming in for Bao. Yari going off, almost knocking out another Ober squad. VonIvan charging in the back lines with the bazookas and knocks out one of the walking Stukas. A little bit lazy there for Itaperuna. Good pick up by Von. VonIvan just about has the fuel for the Pershing, but still requiring quite a lot more manpower. We saw the KD earlier really suffering in that department. And fresh Panther for Deliri0us already again. Here comes the Firefly. Firefly's getting pushed all the way back here. You can see the infantry force is not enough to hold the line anymore. Stuka bleeding them dry. Also charges forwards like these. Very costly in the manpower department. Comes the AVRE looking for the kill. Double Rakitans are there. Dual rockets, only one connecting. AVRE taking so much damage from the Rakitans, and now the Command Panther gets its shell off, stunning the Tiger. Going down in response, actually abandoned rather. Here come the elite bazookas looking for the kill on the Tiger, and they get it. Now the Firefly chipping away from long range. It's the Command Panther, elite bazookas showing their strength here. Oh, Panther coming in from the side, knocking out the Firefly right as the Pershing hits the field. And we're getting out of as well. T-grenade, but no damage on the Panther. Doesn't get engine critical. Allies branching out to the VPs though, knowing they're under pressure. 58 remaining. Deliri0us seems very fond of the Panzer Commander upgrade, but does mean the Panther does almost no anti-infantry damage at all. Fight off this MG. Command Panther going to the other side. Pershing sitting around doing not much right now. Sending in the infantry first, try and find these Rakitans. Ooh, and Nice move from Deliri0us, bringing all his squads into the retreat path of their AMG. Gets the steal. Elite Bazookas going walking Stuka hunting again. Uh-oh, Itaperuna a little bit late on the dodge. Once again, not paying any attention. Loses a walking Stuka from a squad just charging straight down the middle of the map. And Panther, what's he doing? Looking for the Pershing perhaps, which is a little bit low. Oh, he's going to take engine damage here as well. Should get away alive, but requiring repairs now. And the Axis, without the Tiger dishing out all that damage to the infantry, struggle a little bit more right now. At least they don't have to be worried about getting wiped by the AVRE. Looks like Bao going to go for another AT gun to help fight off these Panthers. Might be saving for the AVRE next, which is a decent chunk of manpower away. Oh man. Vet 5 Fusiliers, Hovers with the LMG, Allied Infantry. There's no match. They need the suppression for. Charging forwards, looking for a grenade. And there we go, there are kittens now forcing off the Pershing. VonIvan's gone for a second rear echelon. Speed up repairs. Try to cook them with bazookas. He's actually got quite a lot of munition spare for that. So they really need the Pershing to be able to fight off the infantry right now, because they're struggling a little bit in that department. It's under the triple cap now. 46 VPs remaining. Command Panther getting aggressive here. The Bao cancel. No, he's gone for another 6-pounder. Oh, 3 might be one too many.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
Maybe he could have gone for the AVRE. Now he's doing some good damage here though. Allies just charging onto the VPs. But unable to get the job done in the center. Tank artillery cooled down there. Tank commander artillery. Kittens get spotted by the 6-pounders at close range. Deliri0us smoke. 6-pounders pulling back. Pershing coming around the side now. VonIvan spending all his munitions on bazookas with his rear echelon. See if they can get the job done. Deliri0us meanwhile looks like he's just about there for his next Tiger.
Tiger tank is ready for action.
I bet they're taking quite a lot of damage there, but Rakitans are sneaking up behind this. And here comes another walking Stuka barrage. Oh, the bazooka rear echelon going deep. Squad goes down, capping the point. But a full retreat here for Itaperuna's vehicles. The infantry forces are enough to stop that, and look at how many rear echelon models he's dropping. A lot of bleed for VonIvan.
Push the attack. They are down to 10 points.
Full neutral now across all the points. Looks like the Allies had to halt this capture on the far right. And here comes the Tiger, fresh Tiger to force off the Pershing. Triple AT guns behind that though. Tiger takes a huge amount of damage. But Axis are about to secure the central VPs. 9 VPs remaining for the Allies. Comes a fresh AVRE for Bao now. Laying up a shot across shot blocker. Charging forwards, looking to clear out a few of these team weapons, open up the capture in the middle. Forcing away these MGs. Pushing behind it. Wipes the MG right there. AVRE taking a lot of damage, so is the Pershing. Both of them heavily wounded. Once again, tank commander artillery coming down, and it's too little too late. Allies trying to get on top of the VPs, but unable to do so, and the Axis winning the game. Well, yeah, just a really tough start for the Allies this match. Got off to such a horrible start, and then compounded by VonIvan losing his T70 basically for... Stuart basically for free. Really gave the Axis a huge lead in the early game, and I was just unable to claw that one back. Would have been probably a lot bigger of a beatdown if Itaperuna didn't lose all those walking Stukas in very avoidable scenarios. I'm sure these team weapons and whatnot wouldn't have stood much longer. And VonIvan going for all these bazookas, you know, were very effective on the Ranger squad. That was like MVP of the game perhaps, but the rest of the squads led to a lot of bleed. Might have been better off just ticking for the captain, getting out M1, getting that free squad, trying to bleed a little bit less on his bazookas, but overall pretty fun game. Nice to see some Pershing action in a 2v2. And anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.